So you want to start a side hustle and make an extra $1,000 a month. Well, this is going to be the way to do it. This is what we call the side hustle pyramid. A good shout out to Mark Tilbury. I loved how he explained it. I just feel there's so many opportunities that we can talk about in this pyramid, and so we're gonna dissect them. This pyramid has helped tons of people that we're gonna talk about in this video on how to get to financial freedom in even 7 figures or becoming multimillionaires. And we're gonna discuss each and every level of it, and I'm gonna explain to you what you have to do to get to the next level. The first level is gonna be service-based side hustles. Starting off with service-based business number 1, media buying. So media buying has different names. It's pretty much running advertisement, whether that's Google, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it might be, TikTok, Twitter are all options here as well. So you'll get paid to run ads and run promotions for different products. It's an interesting field because your performance is pretty much correlated on the results that you bring to your clients. It's actually good because it's sticky for clients to keep paying you on a month-to-month basis if you're actually profiting for them. Now, there's so many different ad platforms to kind of get started into. I personally recommend Facebook ads and Instagram ads because they're the same platform. It's the Meta Suite ads platform. It does bring a lot of results, and there's a lot of opportunity now for businesses that want to run their ads. Now, the learning curve for this, it's gonna be a little bit higher than most of the skills because you have to have a brain that understands content, understands like creative, such as video or spoken word or written word are gonna be little skills that you're gonna have to have for ads to work. This is actually the skill and the side hustle that our CEO from Millennial Money Man, Bobby Hoyt, used to actually leave his teaching job about 7 years ago to build a 7-figure business off of the back of earning money from his Facebook ads clients. He actually partnered up with his best friend from high school, Mike Yanda, and they both created laptop empires, which helped people leave their 9-to-5 and start making money running Facebook ads and digital marketing. The earning potential for ads is actually very high. So if you want to go the freelancer route and get a few clients, you can pretty much charge between $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, even $5,000 or more per month for each individual client, depending on what you're doing for them. If you want to build your business, you'll just have to amass a lot of those clients. Probably get people under you that can serve those clients if you're getting too many clients. And so you'll have to stack it up and build it as an agency. I know Bobby and Mike have seen some of their students make over $250,000 in their career in running Facebook ads. Others are making $5,000 to $10,000 a month. So that's why I think Facebook ads is definitely one of the best skills that you can learn. And there's always going to be demand for it. The platform might change, but advertisement will remain. That's why it's a great side hustle to have. In terms of time, I'll rate it a 2 out of 5 because it doesn't really require a lot of time from you to handle your clients. Most of the time that it's gonna require of you is the time that you're gonna put into learning. The amount of money that you can make with this is pretty much uncapped, really. If you do have clients, you will be getting $1,000 to $5,000 per month, even more sometimes. But if you're running ads for yourself or a business that you know, you might be able to get percentages off of the ad spend or the ad results that you're getting. You can potentially make hundreds of thousands of dollars with this. So in terms of money, I would rate it 4 out of 5. And in terms of difficulty, I'm gonna rate this 3 out of 5 because it does require, like I said, a learning curve that will require you to kind of understand the platform and understand the basics of marketing so that you can start getting results on those ads. So number 2, bookkeeping. Businesses need to keep books. So a bookkeeper, pretty much what they do is they categorize the expenses of businesses and help them understand where the money is going. Now, bookkeeping, most people want to confuse it with accounting. It's a little bit different than accounting. They have more of an analytical perspective, and you usually have to go to college or have a degree for accounting. For bookkeeping, it's way more simple. You don't really need a certification for this either. You can choose to get one or not. It does help if you want to validate yourself to clients that you might get or businesses that you're working with. My friend Kristen here from Millennial Money Man, she was able to leave her 9-to-5 at a Big 4 company as an accountant to start her own bookkeeping business. And she's now making over $20,000 per month with her clients. Now she's traveling the world, and she's traveling about 3 to 6 months per year. So she's going to different places like Argentina, she's told me, to Asia, to Europe, Spain, things like that. And she's been able to do that because she does online bookkeeping. We actually have a video where we go over how to learn bookkeeping and how to become a bookkeeper at home and all the different steps that you need to take. Now, the earning potential for online bookkeeping is really freaking high because you can either get a few clients or you can start your own business just like Christian did. you can make anywhere between $500 to $1,000 per month to even $3,000, even $4,000 per month per client. And so you can easily stack more than $10,000 to $15,000 a month. But if you're just using this as a side hustle, I would start off with 1 or 2 clients and start supplementing my income with that extra income coming from bookkeeping. If you see a lot of promises, maybe that would be the sign for you to go into this full time. It all depends what your goal is and if you want to go the freelancer route or if you want to build a business with it. Now let's go into rating. So I'm gonna rate this a 2 out of 5 in terms of time, because you don't really have to put in that much time to the clients that you're working with. A lot of the time is gonna go into learning these skills so that you can start making money with bookkeeping. Now the earning potential on this one, I'm gonna go on 3 out of 5, because although you can make a lot of money with it, you will have to build a business with it. And you can make multiple 6 figures doing a bookkeeping job or bookkeeping business. And in terms of difficulty, I will put this as a 3 out of 5. You don't need any degree, and you don't really need any super specialized experience. As long as you have basic arithmetic and you know a little bit about how running books works, you can start making money with it. So number 3, we're gonna go into proofreading. I know it doesn't sound as glamorous as maybe other options on the internet, but proofreading has been a proven side hustle that our COO in Millennial Money Man, Ariel, has actually done for a few years. She was actually building up a small business in proofreading, and it brought her about $3,000 to $5,000 per month, just gaining clients as she had a day job as well. So for proofreading, pretty much what you do is you'll work with blogs, websites, maybe even social media content, and you're gonna help them proofread all of their written content. So proofreaders are pretty much the last set of eyes to see a piece of content, and they will spot grammatical errors, errors in context, maybe in structure. They're pretty much in charge of making sure that there's no errors in terms of written content anywhere. One of the cool things about proofreading is that you can have the flexibility of schedule that you want, and that you can also work anywhere where you want. Now, the learning curve for this one is not going to be as high as other things like Facebook ads or even bookkeeping. If you know the English language, everybody has a little bit of grammatical knowledge. So it just might be brushing up on grammatical knowledge and writing knowledge and all these expertise that help you to start making money from this. Now, the earning potential for this is not going to be as high as others, but you can definitely make $2,000, $3,000 a month per client. You can easily get to $1,000 a month, no problem, but you can actually stack up all the way to $5,000, even $10,000 a month, depending if you want to do this full-time or on the side. Now let's go to the rating. So in terms of rating, I will rate this time 2 out of 5. You can do it in, a few hours here and there for your clients. So it's gonna take very little time off of your day-to-day, actually. Number 2, the money that you can do with it, I'm gonna go at 2 out of 5, because it's gonna be a little bit harder for you to stack a lot of different clients and proofread for all of them if you're not doing this full time. Otherwise, you'll have to go to the business route and build an agency with other proofreaders so that they can proofread for you, and maybe you're in charge of getting clients and you can scale your income that way. And for difficulty, I'm gonna do a 1 out of 5 for this one, because I feel like almost everybody that knows the English language can start proofreading in a few weeks or maybe even in a few days, so they can start making money really freaking fast. And the last one in the service-based businesses is gonna be DoorDash or food delivery in general. I personally had a lot of experience doing food delivery, specifically using Uber Eats in my college years. I didn't have enough money, so I did have to have a job while I was in college, and it was really good for me that I had a car, because I was able to deliver food with Uber Eats and make a few $1,000s here and there. Really what I liked the most was the flexibility of schedule, because I was going to university full time, so I did have classes pretty much all day, and I could only work outside of those classes. And it really helped me have some pocket money as I was going through college. So I really recommend this for people that maybe they don't want to start something online and they want to do something in person and they do have a car. I do recommend DoorDash because it's the biggest food delivery service out there. It does own about 60+% of the market share right now in the United States. So most of the orders are going to happen through DoorDash, but there are so many different options that are popping up day to day. Now the learning curve for this is going to be very low, because you don't really need to learn anything besides already knowing how to drive and having a driver's license, all those things, and pretty much just delivering the food to the people. So that doesn't require rocket science for you. Now the earning potential is not as high as other ones per se, and it is more linked to your time, because you're going to be driving food around to different parts of your city. But you can easily make anywhere between $500, $1,000, and even $2,000 per month doing food delivery in general. And the cool thing about food delivery is that you can stack up different apps as well and work for them at the same time. So you can work with DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Instacart at the same time and start delivering for them if you're waiting on a queue for a specific platform. So it's a way that you can stack your income, and I think it's one of the best ways to make money from this specific side hustle. Now going into the rating, in terms of time, I'm gonna go 4 out of 5. because you're gonna be capped in how much money you're making per hour because you're driving around. Now for money, I'm gonna go a 2 out of 5 because it's gonna be a little bit harder for you to get to $10,000 per month and above from this, especially because it's linked to your time, but you can easily make a few $1,000s a month, and you're gonna easily be able to supplement your current income or even substitute your part-time and even full-time income as well. Now the difficulty for this, I'm gonna go 1 out of 5 because I think it's super easy for people to just learn how to drive and deliver service and deliver food for other people. You don't really require any specific skills for this side hustle. Now we're done with the first level of the side hustle pyramid. All of these were service-based businesses. I think they're great places to start your side hustle journey. Now the second level of the side hustle pyramid is something that's a little bit more modern to us that we grew up with the internet. It's gonna be attention-based side hustles. So the first attention-based side hustle is gonna be the TikTok creator program or any short form content platform. I personally know a lot of people like Bruce here from howcommunicationworks.com. He's actually a university professor at Northwestern, and he has a TikTok channel that he talks about tips on how to get better at communicating. And he personally does a few $1,000s a month from this, from the email list that he built up from that. He's in his 50s. So TikTok is not entirely for younger generations and younger people. For you to start making money in the TikTok creator program, there is a few requirements that you have to get, but if you start getting views and people watching your videos, TikTok is gonna offer this for you, and you can make up to even $1,000 per million views. The learning curve for this is gonna be definitely higher because not everybody has the skill to talk in front of a camera or even create content at all. Now, obviously it will require a little bit more time because you're building an audience and you have to think about content ideas and maybe even choose a particular niche that you want to talk about and build up from there. Now the earning potential for this one is going to be pretty high, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get there. You can easily make between $1,000 to even $15,000 a month to even more. And some creators are pretty much squeezing this, making over $10,000 to even $20,000, $30,000 per month doing this. In terms of time, I'm gonna rate it 3 out of 5 because it will require a lot of time for you to think about content ideas and maybe the channel that you want to start and start building a career off of short form content. Now, in terms of money for this, I'm gonna go 3 out of 5 because you can make a lot of money with it, yet a lot of people are not making 7 figures with this. It's a small minority that are making that much money, but you can easily make a few $1,000s a month creating short form content. Now for the difficulty for this, I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 because I do think it's a little bit more complicated to talk in front of a camera or do content creation activities if you're not trained or you don't have any background experience with it. Now the next one is gonna be YouTube content creation. YouTube is such a big platform nowadays. Like Mr. Beast says, is gonna be here for the next 10, 20, 30 years, maybe till we're old. So YouTube is here to stay. It's not a fad, and it's a great way for you to start making money. Now, I personally know a lot of creators that make 6 to even 7 figures a year creating YouTube content, and it's definitely not gonna be for everybody. We personally ourselves do YouTube content as well. We make money off of YouTube, so it's something that we personally do on the channel in Millennial Money Man. You can make different niches and different channels and start gaining monetization from there, because Google actually paying you for making videos and people watching those videos because they'll get served ads. Now that has a lot to do with the niche that you're talking about. So if you're talking about things like personal finance, those will have a higher payout versus if you're doing something that's more like prank related or entertaining related. Another way to make money from this is gonna be sponsorships. A lot of creators like Ali Abdaal always promote sponsorships in their videos.
Oh, and by the way, another great way to save time as an entrepreneur is to use Hostinger for your website needs, who are very kindly sponsoring this video.
And if you like their content, you don't really mind seeing what type of product they promote because sometimes these products are really freaking good for their audiences and that's why they're promoting it. Now the learning curve I think is gonna be a little bit higher than others because you will have to learn how to talk to camera, what's entertaining, how to keep audiences engaged into your videos and even help them take actions like maybe subscribe to your sponsorships or subscribe to your channel. The earning potential for this is definitely gonna start off very low because you're probably not gonna get paid for like months, even years, I would say. So you do have to hack at it and build an audience for yourself. Once you kind of have a little bit of traction, YouTube will start paying you. You have to get to that monetization mark. We personally got to monetization very recently, so we're super excited about that. And so you can earn a few pennies for your videos, or you can be like Graham Stephan and make $200,000 per month from your videos. So there's really almost no cap to this earning potential with YouTube. Now let's go into the rating. In terms of time, I think this will take 3 out of 5 because it will require a lot of energy and time for you to sit down in front of a camera, script out videos, and have topics that you want to talk about so that you can start teaching others or just sharing your knowledge with others. Now, the difficulty for this, I think it's a 4 out of 5. Because although you can start very easily and everybody can start a YouTube channel like literally today, you're probably not gonna get any views. There is thankfully a lot of content online on YouTube. I personally love to see things like Vanessa Lau and even Ruri Ohama, and they speak about how to grow as a creator and things and tactical tips that you can do to grow your own channel. So for the last attention-based side hustle, this one's gonna be a little bit different, and it's a really easy thing that a lot of young people, I think, can start doing from scratch, even coming out of college. So there's different ways for doing social media management. One of the best ways that I can think of is managing channels like Instagram or even YouTube for other people. I personally have done this throughout my freelancing journey, throughout my years. So there might be a content plan that you're doing. There might be some viral content ideas that you want to shoot and you have planned for the whole month and the whole year. Now, I personally have done this. I have a few friends that have done this. I know my buddy Aaron has been doing this for a few years, and now he's traveling the world. He's been living in Mexico for about 2 years now, and he's had a few clients that he's doing social media management for. They usually have clients that are running ads, and so he does the content for all of those ads and all of those different channels. And he's making about $5,000 per month doing this, and he's been doing it for about 2 years. And I really recommend this for people that are getting out of college, because most young people spend a lot of time in their phone and might know what's better for a brand than maybe what they're already doing internally in their marketing team. The learning curve for this one is not gonna be as high because everybody has a little bit of natural experience with social media and might know what type of content would perform better, especially if you're on the younger side. So the earning potential for social media management is gonna be somewhere around $1,000 to $5,000 plus per month. I think it's gonna be a little bit harder to go into the $10,000 mark. You will have to stack a few clients to get there. I know for a fact there's this marketing agency called Bad Marketing, which is a big marketing agency in the space right now. They're making over 8 figures per year just doing social media management and ads management. Now let's go to the rating. In terms of time, I rate this a 2 out of 5 because it doesn't really require that much time for you to manage these social media accounts. Sometimes you're just even posting and they already have the content for you. And so you're just managing those accounts. In terms of money, I'm gonna go in 2 out of 5 as well, because it's gonna be a little bit harder for you to scale to $10,000 plus just doing this without building a business. And in terms of difficulty, I'm gonna go 3 out of 5 because it will require you to learn a little bit more about the platform and creating native content for platforms. And so that leads us to level 3, which is gonna be product-based side hustles. So digital products come in different packages. You can either make a course, make an info product. Those are some of the ones that people are always talking about, but there's other ones. You can create things like software, which is why SaaS companies are so big right now, and that's why they're sold for billions and billions of dollars as well. And it's because they're able to write code once, but get paid for it millions of times. So it's a great way to scale your income because you only have to do work once and you can sell that while you're sleeping. Some other form of digital products can be Notion templates, Excel sheets, even UX and UI templates for design. So for example, maybe you're a bookkeeper and you want to supplement your current bookkeeping income, you can start selling Excel sheets to other bookkeepers so that they can start getting more organized with their bookkeeping and you can make money from it. These can go from $20 to $150. I've seen all kinds of prices, and even Notion templates. I personally have seen Thomas Frank talk about this a lot. He even has a whole business selling Notion templates. So everybody knows somebody that owns a course. We personally have a lot of different courses here in Millennial Money Man, and it's one of the ways that our company has been able to make money by helping others make money as well. So the learning curve for this is not gonna be as high as other things because most people do courses based on their expertise. So for example, maybe you are a fitness coach. You'll create a course probably around fitness and working out and nutrition, things that you are already very familiarized with. So it's not gonna take you crazy amounts of time for you to start building a digital course. So the earning potential for digital products is actually pretty high. Now that we're in the 3rd level of side hustles, you can actually make anywhere from $10,000 to even hundreds of thousands of dollars per year selling these courses. It all has to do with how much traffic you're actually bringing in to offer these courses to, and that's gonna be pretty much what will dictate how much money you make. Now let's go to rating. This I think takes very little time. I'm gonna go 2 out of 5 for this. You only need to record your course once, and then afterwards you have to sell it. Now for money, this is one of the ones that is almost uncapped. There's people that are making millions and millions of dollars selling courses online. It seems like it's so freaking popular for everybody to be a coach and teach their expertise to others, but it's also because there's a lot of market for it. Now that people are not just learning from universities, they're looking for private education outside, and this is called the e-learning community. and it's a couple of $1 billion per year. Here's a stat of how much it actually is, and it just keeps growing. Now for difficulty, I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 for this, because difficulty, it's not hard to record a course. What it is hard to do is to sell that course. So anybody can have a course, but if it doesn't sell, it doesn't serve you anything. And so I think the hard part about this is learning how to sell it. And the last part of the product-based side hustle is gonna be the physical product. This is the OG of businesses. Almost everybody started off with a physical product, and a lot of influencers nowadays are pushing physical products as well because it's a good way to make money. So for example, if you do an online course and you get money for that, the results might vary in terms of people. So it's the transaction there is a little bit more vague, but if you pay, let's say $5 and you get a pack of gum, well, you're getting a clear value from the $5 that you paid, which is gum. So physical products are a good transactional value exchange, and that's why it has always worked as a business. The downsides is that you do have to have a little bit of inventory, and you might have to have a little bit of upfront cash so that you can gain inventory or stock items so that you can start selling. I definitely don't think this is for everybody. That's why it's in the level 3. Now, the earning potential for physical products is actually pretty freaking high. I mean, most of the biggest companies in the world, like think about Amazon, you know, they're selling physical products. So you can scale it to mass degree. You can definitely make a few $1,000s a month though. Let's say if you start selling at a swap meet or in your own garage, selling older items or things that you don't actually use. So it's a good way to start doing it. I know personally, even Ryan Pineda, which is a great YouTuber, he had his start with side hustles doing couch flipping. He was able to make $7,000 plus a month consistently, which is funny enough, one of his most popular videos. You will have to learn about product and understanding what type of products some specific markets might want or be interested in. So it's not just gonna be you starting off with a random idea and creating a product from it. There has to be a lot of thought behind it. That's why for time, it will be a 4 out of 5. In terms of money, this is a 5 out of 5. You can make so much money with physical products. And in terms of difficulty, I will put a 4 out of 5 for this one. I think it's one of the most difficult ones, like I said, because you can start doing a side hustle service literally today or tomorrow, but you're not gonna be able to start a physical product like right now or tomorrow. It will require a lot of different money, energy, ideas, thoughts, and intention behind it. It's honestly super possible for anybody to start making $1,000 a month from any of these 9 different side hustles. Anyways, thank you guys so much. This is Frankie from Millennial Money Man. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.